YouTube, what's going on? Black Phoenix here, bringing you the YouTube viewer another YouTube video. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down the Seattle Seahawks offense. Now, this is, I think, part 5 in the series. We're still working on 32 teams overall, but right now we're just focusing on requests and everything else to basically satisfy this whole 32 team quest that I'm trying to do. But anyways, that's besides the point. So Seattle Seahawks offense, what do you guys know about it, and what do you think is going to happen? It's basically, if you pay attention to Seattle Seahawks in real life, they are basically a ground and pound, run the football, run the rock type of team. And you're going to notice in a lot of these plays and formations, they're going to be favoring the power back, sort of like Marshawn Lynch. But I will put it like this in personnel wise. If you're going to run this playbook, especially in mud, you're going to want a halfback that can definitely catch the rock, as well as power it up there for a good, 5 to 6 yards, or maybe 3 to 4 yards, depending on which kind of run play you're doing. So, and you're also going to want a mobile quarterback similar to a Russell Wilson that can run a read option, that can roll out of the pocket, that can, be accurate with the football as well. So maybe an Aaron Rodgers, a Cam Newton, Andrew Luck, RG3. Maybe not the team of the week one as much, but if you have the 95 RG3, it definitely works. Colin Kaepernick too. So anyways, let's get started with this playbook. Right off the bat, you'll notice it only has 4 single back sets compared to the previous playbooks that we've run, where they pretty much had like maybe 5+ sets, or maybe somewhere around 6 to 8. But the Seattle Seahawks are definitely unique in their own distinct way. So starting off with ace, it's pretty standard. The only difference is you got Seahawks under, which isn't a bad play. Stretch over, a counter, which is actually really nice on a single back ace. 0-1 trap as always, and the play action fake quick, or FK quick. Very good play action to run on maybe a 3rd down or a 2nd and long. Get you some really nice yards with that far left receiver crossing over in the middle. Like I said, once you high route and figure out different route combinations, you can definitely make this work. Z-spot and halfback misdirection, another good play out of single back ace that not a lot of people run, but I believe it's a very good thing to have in your playbook, in your repertoire of weapons. Ace square flex actually isn't too bad, but it's pretty standard, I guess, if you want to put it like that. And what I mean by not too bad is this Hawks wide delay that you have, your tight end spots, your play action power roll, which is a very, very good play, especially if you use it in the right situations. The halfback off tackle, another good play to have. Play action NFL drive, and also the smash play and inside cross aren't bad options as well. Just lab these out, I'm telling you, that works. Hawks doubles, you have the inside zone as their main running play. The play action fork, you also have the dive as always. Inside cross, curl flats, whip unders, and the FL middle is another good play to run out of this as well. 0-1 trap, corner strike, and the play action boot aren't too bad as well. The Hawks do have SNUGS for those tight set lovers out there in Madden. So they have bench switch, the play action Hawks bench, which honestly you're better off kind of canceling that play action and I guess putting a halfback on a route to make that a little bit more effective. The Hawks halfback wheel, another good play out of these SNUGS, and the wide receiver corner is a mesh, and the halfback ace power isn't too bad as well. Now, what's unique to the Seahawks playbook is basically this I formation with the heavy pro slot, tight, and twin pair. Like I said, this is where your power back comes into play and can be very clutch for you. Stretch, the inside zone, play action scissors, Texas, bench, and the counter weak are some ideas to run. Even the play action power roll, I've been seeing a couple an uptick of that play used lately. Not necessarily a heavy pro that the Seahawks have, but just in I formations in general. You're seeing a lot more of that happen. Tight sets, you pretty much, like I said, it's pretty much standard. What you see out of I formation, I think it's just the personnel, maybe either more offensive linemen or just beefier tight ends on the line. And once again, the twin pair, not too spectacular there. The halfback counter weak is a very good play to run out of this one. If I had to pick a play to use, don't run a toss out of this. The toss out of I formations are always going to get blown up no matter what. Maybe a fullback dive to the run out of this. weak eye heavy pro. The boot slide, especially this route that the far left receiver runs, definitely gets you some good yards. Curls, the double verticals here, play action power again comes into play, and the wide receiver. Now for the Seahawks, they do have some pistol sets, the twin tight ends, the wide trips, and the strong twins. I would use the strong twins as more of a passing formation rather than a running formation, just because of the fact that it just, for me, even though it doesn't get a lot of yards when it comes to running. Maybe you can run triple option or something like that, or maybe the inside zone split is where your money run play is going to be at. But even strong power, it's good, but it's not great like other strong power pistol runs. So definitely, if I had to pick, I would say go with double flares here, the wide receiver smash, and the play action boot to the left. I would say use those. Play action deep end you can use sparingly. Don't run it a lot. And if you are planning to run it a lot, I guess I would do is motion the halfback that's doing this weird route here in the backfield and just move him out towards the right side of the formation if possible. That's just my recommendation to you. Your twin tight ends, once again, a very solid formation. Actually, not a lot of people run twin tight ends. Your stretch play is actually really decent out of that one. So is the counter as well. Flanker dig, another good play out of that. Once again, play action power. And this time you're actually introduced to the read option for the first time in the Seahawks playbook. So you can definitely run that. Your wide receiver drive spacing and just regular drive as well can definitely help you out. Now your pistol wide trips, halfback counter. That's basically what you want to be running. Play action read, very good play. Smash, double China, very, 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 very good play. Read option weak and a play action read, another good play. Also, quick side note here that I just remembered. On the twin tight ends, you actually have a audible for the counter as well, the halfback counter. So keep that in mind as you're exploring and labbing this playbook. You actually do have a halfback counter for twins set as an audible. Now your split hawk, or aka split flex, I basically went over that in the Rams playbook. If you haven't checked it out, make sure to go check out that video as well. The only difference I think that the Seahawks have compared to the Rams, read option, I believe. Hawks go and the Hawks quick out, which is a very, very good play. I would run it more to the open side of the field, so maybe flip it if you're on the right side, or leave it as is if you're on the left hash here. Your doubles off is also unique to the Hawks. I don't see too many teams with that. Maybe the Eagles, I guess. But inside zone is your main run that you're going to be wanting to use out of this one. The play action hawk flex can get you a lot of yards quick. Shark halfback wheel, angle smash, and the counter. Also very, very, very good plays to have. 0-1 trap is definitely godlike as well. YSL SE dig, you actually got a good few things you can do as far as hot routes and everything like that. Like I said, you're going to have to lab that. Very good play to throw off your opponent. The Y trips, Z trips out of shotgun. Not too anything too special, honestly. Like I said, once again, read option shows up. Cross screen, shadow cross mesh. Fake jet is one to run to the open side of the field. Curls with this halfback route. That's pretty much very good to run and get you good, maybe 3+ yards. C strike, halfback base, wide trail, and a slot slam. Very good to have. And those, like I said, I broke down the Y trip, Z trip in general in my Cardinals playbook and my Lions playbook as well. Make sure to check those out. Basically, your number one receiver is basically playing the slot, and your other receivers are playing the outside. Just for a recap purpose. The trio offset is another thing that the Hawks like to use. I see a lot of people using this play action Hawks dig here in the slot corner as well whenever somebody runs the Seahawks playbook. Like I said, once you figure out the hot routes, it's very, very hard to stop, honestly. Mesh verticals and the flood, as always. Everybody loves to use the flood option. Bunch week, one of my favorite formations. It's kind of standard. nothing too unique with the Hawks. Maybe the wide receiver curl or something unique, but other than that, nothing too spectacular. You have tight slots. The Hawks drive trail, very, 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 very good. Play action wide receiver cross, another good one. Bench swap, especially with this little Z spot kind of route that you're running with your the post routes that your receivers run out of. Very good play, hard to stop. Here you have this gun spread for my air and out type of players here. However, the Hawks post is pretty much the main play you want to run out of this one. And the counter as well. Slot outs, deep attack, under wide option, inside cross are some good ideas to run as well. Curl flats is definitely a good one to run, especially with this halfback angle route coming out. X follow play action in this counter read option. I know it only says for me 3 calls, only 1.7 yards, but when I've labbed this a couple times, if you really throw off your opponent with this, oh man, that's so deadly. It's really, really deadly. The unique another unique thing for the Hawks is this gun trio 4 wide receiver set here. Curl flats, read option, smash play, halfback off tackle, the flood switch, Z spot, FL dig, the counter, scat, and comebacks. Now I believe Madden Tips did a kind of a breakdown on this gun trio 4 wide receiver, and there's I think their Christmas scheme for the Seahawks. Make sure to go check out their video, and they'll tell you how to run this formation. And honestly, I like the way they broke it down, and I use this if I were to build a custom. I use this formation as well. So definitely check out their video on that. As far as 5 wide sets, you have the empty TREY and the empty Hawk. Similar to pretty much what the empty Bronco. Mine's a couple plays, and empty Ravens. Mine's a couple plays out of that as well. What's unique for them is the slant stay. Basically, this wide receiver on the right side of the field. Thinking of this right, yep. The right side of the field. If you hot route these little slant routes that these other 2 receivers are running, this play can be so deadly. It's ridiculous. Goes wide shape, corner strike, inside cross. The drive slugger wasn't too bad. The inside wheels and the wide post wheel, man, very, very good play. Hard to stop. Very hard to stop. And the wide corner is. But out of the empty TREY though, you basically kind of got your more standard kind of plays here. The Hawk slot post, stick, play action jet sweep. We broke that down as well. And the Rams, double slot cross, tight end slot cross, and your underseams. It's basically what you're gonna look to run here. But that's it, folks. That is the Seattle Seahawks playbook. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what playbooks you guys want to see me run next. Make sure to follow me on Twitch as well as Twitter. And also make sure to hit that follow button for my, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. On that note, guys, I'm out. Goes 5Gs, everybody. Peace.